had taken him to one side to check if he was okay. "Course I am," Lucas had said. "I'm fine." But the Watchers, that was how Hector, Woody and Angel referred to themselves, had kept an eye on him throughout the briefing. He knew they were looking for signs that he might not be up to the job, that he might be cracking. He had done his best to remain stony-faced. Lucas was fit, skilled, and an expert marksman, but he had learned that mental strength was sometimes more important than physical ability. As he stood at the static line apparatus just behind Max, ready to drop into the jungle of the Congo Basin, in his mind he could hear the Watchers explaining what the next few days had in store for them. "Have any of you heard of Joseph Kony?" Hector asked them. The cadets sat in a circle on hard-backed chairs, an interactive whiteboard on the wall, and the three Watchers standing by, their arms behind their backs. The cadets shook their heads. "You're lucky," Angel said. "If I had to make a list of my top 10 scumbags, he'd rank pretty high." "Who is he?" Lily asked. "A self-styled religious leader and head of a guerrilla unit called the LRA, Hector said. He operated mainly in Central Africa and abducted more than 60,000 children to become child soldiers. He would desensitize them to the horrors of warfare by making them perform the most sickening atrocities on each other and other people. Angel's right. He was a bad guy." "You said was," Max cut in. "Is he dead?" "No," Hector replied, "but his army is severely weakened and he's thought to be in bad health. Joseph Kony isn't our problem." "Then why—" "Just listen, Max." Hector clicked a button on a handheld control, and a jowly face appeared on the whiteboard. It bore scars, and one of its eyes was clouded the colour of milk. "This is Oscar Giovanni," Hector said. "He sees himself as Joseph Kony's successor. His people are marauding on the border between Uganda and the Democratic Republic of Congo. Giovanni has a history of violent behaviour. Now he wants to build up his own army so that he can take over larger areas of land and challenge the government. His men abduct children and young people from poor villages, steal the villagers' money and supplies, and force the children into lives of soldiering." "Bit like us, then," Abby said. Her joke fell flat. "Not at all like you," Angel said severely. "The things these kids are forced to do, you wouldn't want to know about it." "Why do I get the feeling," Abby muttered, "we're going to find out pretty soon." Abby's lips were dry and her stomach churned. The Lodi had just held up 3 fingers. She triple-checked the straps and harnesses of her parachute rig, then kept her attention fixed firmly on Lucas's back. The view across the misty treetops of the rainforest was doing nothing for her nerves. She'd been in some bad situations before. They all had. But this plan seemed unusually high risk, even for them. Tree jumping, the most dangerous type of parachuting? Check. And if they made it safely to the ground, they'd still be in danger. Also check. Even Abby, who was always ready with a wisecrack, had been stunned into silence when Hector had told them exactly what he and his superiors had in mind for the cadets. 2 weeks ago, Oscar Giovanni and his thugs kidnapped 2 British citizens. They were research scientists on a field trip in the Congo rainforest. Giovanni demanded a ransom of $10 million. What he got was a 4-man SAS unit hunting him down. The unit was unsuccessful. Our intelligence reports suggest that the unit succumbed to a tropical illness which put them off their guard. As a result, Giovanni's gang captured them. Our understanding is that the British hostages have been killed, but the SAS men are alive and being slowly starved to death as a deterrent to any other foreign powers who might be tempted to interfere with Oscar Giovanni. That's where you come in." "Some deterrent," Sammy said under his breath. His Adam's apple bobbed as he swallowed. He seemed to be holding his breath, and his face was still and intent, as it always was when he listened to any story of injustice. "We have no way of knowing the location of the SAS hostages," Hector said. "The Congo rainforest is vast, the 2nd largest in the world after the Amazon. It covers an area of 1.5 million square miles. It's thick, impenetrable, and teeming with life, most of it unfriendly to humans. We can't possibly know where our SAS guys are. Giovanni's people have got an advantage over us there, so we're going to have to think a little smarter." He looked at each of them in turn. "You're going to have to think a little smarter," he said. Think a little smarter. Sammy had repeated those words.